in the room. Okay, I'm going to try to read some names here. Well, we got Sue Brissett, who is, you're the person who told me all about it. And do you realize it was 4 months ago?
I do realize it was 4 months ago. But
I'm sorry.
No, I actually just set you up on my email to keep emailing you.
And I did, and and one of the things I told Sue, I said, hey, listen, it's on my radar, just keep in touch.
Him.
And then she would send these emails, hi, we're still out here, hi. Hi, thanks. And I'd go, yeah, it's Christmas, I'll get back to you,
Right. Right.
And I did, finally. She wrote to me the other way. I went, yeah, let's set this up. We're just going to do this. And now you're the coordinator of Olive Living?
Correct. It's an L3C corporation that we created, maybe, this is our second year.
All right. Now, I have to admit, I've never even heard of an L3C corporation. Now, and you describe it on the website, or actually in an email, I think, as a low-profit entity. Well, that's just like doing radio.
Right.
Okay? I am a low-profit entity here. But what is an L3C?
An L3C is a corporation that would act as a limited liability corporation, but you're able to have a profit, and it is based in education. It has no political connections whatsoever, because you work with not-for-profits.
Ah, okay. And the not-for-profit you're working with is the school?
Joliet Montessori School.
Okay. Now, is that okay? You got to just explain these things to me, because I really don't know how schools work and that sort of thing. Are most schools nonprofits, or is Montessori in particular? Well, go ahead, Carol. Carol Andrew, who's the head of the Joliet Montessori School.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Most private schools are a 501c3, which allows them to operate as a charitable organization for the purpose of education.
Mm-hmm. Now, see, I did not know that, and I have started 2 501c3s in my life. This business, by the way, is not a 501c3. It only, in terms of the money that comes in, it's like a 501c3. So, how did you two get together? How did who started this idea?
Mr. Brandon, actually, who is the adolescent director over at Joliet Montessori School, he couldn't be here with us today.
You know, and I love the fact that every time you write, you talk about Mrs. Carol and Mr. Brandon and Sue. We're all, well, some of us are adults here, but we're all adults in the room, because all you guys are working anyway. You guys are all working hard back there. But it's okay. You can use their real names. It's really okay.
Brandon, right. Brandon.
Okay.
That's how he's known, just Brandon.
And Brandon came up with the idea?
He did. We were actually in a laser tag room when we were out and outing with the kids for their end of the year, and that's when my son had graduated from the adolescent program. And we discussed having a co-op and having the kids do the work, and I said, let's work on that, let's see how it would look, and we created the L3C. We went down to Springfield and created the L3C.
And how long ago was that?
That would have been, what, July? This is our second year in business.
Okay, so this has not been going on very long. This is sort of a grand experiment right now.
Correct.
And Carol, how would you say the experiment's going?
Well, it's a wonder to watch. It really is a business. The trucks come, get unloaded, packed, groceries set up, they take orders, they keep books. It really is a business.
Yeah, but it is a business. I think we skipped a step here for our
the
listening.
The educational part?
No, the part that says, what exactly is this business and who's running it, and it's a real business.
Correct.
That you set up, but you made the students the caretakers of this business.
Correct.
And the employees, so to speak, as well.
Correct.
Although I assume they don't make salaries.
No, they get a trip to, like, I don't know, where'd you guys go last year? Great America? We visited an Amish community. We do different things with the kids during the year.
Okay. All right, and they in the room, and they're all well, who got the seat there?
My name's John Baird.
And you do cooking and handle what? I can't read the writing here.
I send out usually like the
reminders and handles. Dennis, nice handwriting there, pal. Okay, we got this little cheat sheet because we didn't know I didn't know exactly who was going to be in here. You're a chef?
Not quite. I usually help out if somebody asks me, but everybody kind of helps out with the cooking.
And what grade are you in?
9th.
Okay. I can barely boil an egg. myself. So what kind of stuff do you like to cook?
Usually desserts and stuff. They're fun.
Klatchkis?
Not that.
He did an awesome creme brulee.
Really? Creme brulee.
I'm telling you.
All
He was
right.
good at it.
We'll keep you in mind, John. All right. All right. Now we're going to kind of rotate in and out here. You got the headsets. Let's slide in everybody here. Just somebody grab a seat. All right. Here we go. Musical radio chairs. Who are you?
I'm Ryan Hartman.
Okay. There's Ryan Hartman. You're the accountant.
That's what I did last year. We kind of switch out jobs.
Really?
Yes.
Would you like to do my books for Mike Nowak LLC? I got taxes coming up, and what kind of books do you do? Any taxes, or is it just the plain accounting with the goods and services?
No, we did taxes last year.
You didn't. I imagine you just didn't get TurboTax. Did you do them yourself?
We actually did sales tax. We went down to our accountant's office in downtown Chicago.
Okay.
And he taught
So
us.
you're talking taxes. You're not talking end of year taxes. You're talking about everyday taxes.
They had a hand in it, and our tax returns are on record at the school as well. We send them our QuickBooks file.
Mm-hmm.
But we did the sales tax. We went down to Schumann, Simon, and Grodecki, the kids did, and they taught us how to do the taxes. And then the next month we did them, and they reviewed it.
And what grade are you in?
I'm in 8th grade.
You're just humiliating me, you guys. That's what you guys are trying to do, huh? That's the point of this, huh? And of course, Carol's nodding her head. Yes, you should have studied harder in school. Yes, you should have. You wouldn't be in radio. Yeah, okay. Oh, thanks, Heather. Yeah. Well, Ryan, welcome. And what's the most difficult thing you had to worry about in terms of accounting?
All of it is kind of confusing.
Good. I'm so glad. I feel so much better. All right, take those headsets off. Get out of that chair. Let's bring somebody else in here. We only have a certain number of microphones. We should put the adults, get them out of their chairs. All right, who have we got here?
Eddie Gomez.
All right, Eddie, and you're in sales, I understand. Oh, see, they are. See, you ask and you shall receive. Everybody, all that bumping around you hear is people moving into seats. That's good. This will make this faster. Eddie, tell me about sales. I mean, do you have to do advertising campaigns, or do you just we had Ryan who's doing the books. What is different in working in sales?
I don't work too much on sales. I mostly just unload the truck and pack the food.
That's what they all say.
Everything comes in case packs, so they have to take apart the cases and weigh the cases.
Okay.
And disseminate the orders into customers' orders.
And what grade are you in?
8th.
Okay. And what's the best part about this process?
What process exactly?
I don't know. How many different jobs do you have? You unload the truck. Anything else?
Eat the grapes.
Yeah, I eat the grapes.
Okay, good. And on your right, my left, you are?
I'm Tim Spacia.
And it says here, you're the QuickBooks guy.
Yeah.
Is that true? Now, see, everybody seems to have a lot of different jobs, but have you really been focusing on QuickBooks?
Recently I have been.
Uh-huh.
Like, everyone really does everything.
So, well, and that's a good thing because you can all back up each other, I would assume, right? And they're all nodding. Okay. I've got Quicken, and I've had it, 5 years, and I still don't understand it. And I use about, 1% of it. Can we have a little lesson after the show?
You can create them an invoice.
Yeah, I can make an invoice.
Okay. And then on my right, you are?
Kate Spacia.
Kate Spacia. And I've got you, you're a marketing person.
I am.
All right. Tell me a little bit about the marketing for this.
Well, we do business cards, signs. We did a flyer once, help with the website online, things like that, trying to get the word out.
And how successful do you think you've been?
I think it's gone well. I mean, in terms of, like, website, we have a lot of reviews on the website and everything, so I think it's really working out.
Do you know how many hits you're getting on your website?
No, I didn't do the Google Analytics yet.
Oh, okay.
We haven't integrated it
You know, we all, those of us who do the Google Analytics, we're always afraid to do it anyway. We'll put it off next week. I really don't want to know the real numbers. What grade are you in, Kate?
8th.
All right. Anybody? So mostly 8th and 9th grade here? Anybody?
Couple seven.
7th grade.
Who's a 7th grade? You're a 7th grader.
Yes.
And you are?
I'm Stella Spacia.
Okay. And you're Kate's sister.
Yes, I am.
I recognize the last name. And what do you do, Stella?
I pack and weigh.
Mm-hmm.
So we take the orders and then we take the food and put them in boxes. Yeah, and weigh the food, make sure it's the right weight, of course.
Of course. Well, but that's a really good point. Do you feel the pressure because you got customers, real customers that are paying good money for this food, and do you feel like you want to get it right?
Yeah, and sometimes we do mess up, but people go over the food after we've packed it all up. People go over it, so...
When you say people?
Like parents that help.
Ah, so, well, that's good. You've got redundancy there.
The double check, yes.
Yeah, the double check. So the kids do it first, and then the adults look it over. I'll bet you guys get it right most of the time, is what I'm thinking. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, and Maggie, you're finally Maggie Dolph.
Yeah.
What grade are you in?
8th.
And what do you do?
I take the inventory.
Okay. So, where is the inventory kept?
In one of the cabinets in the kitchen. And I just take it out.
See, and here I was sitting here thinking, imagining this warehouse that she's, on this truck and going around and taking the inventory.
What do we inventory? Simply Organics.
Simply Organics is what we inventory.
Well, okay.
They're little packets of like ranch dressing,
Spices.
Cake mixes, correct.
All right, well, you know what? We need to get to the heart of what it is you're doing here. I got to do some business myself.
Sure.
All right. Oh wait, No, we've gotten everybody. Okay, that's what I thought. Let's rearrange a little bit. Let's get again. I'd like to have all of you students who are participating in this to weigh in whenever you get a chance. Well, let's put Carol and Sue there, and one of you sit in there, or whoever. There you go, and we'll talk about this some more, because I'm still not sure my listening audience has an idea of exactly how this all comes together. And that's what I want to talk about. We've got a bunch of folks in the studio from Olive Living, L3C, and the Joliet Montessori School. This is the Mike Nowak Show on Chicago's Progressive Talk, AM and FM, and we'll be right back to them. Now, if you haven't ordered your D. Landreth Seed catalog yet for 2012, here's another tasty reason. And maybe this is something that you guys have. Anybody, do you ever deal with ground cherries?
No, not yet.
Okay, you might. The ground cherry, also known as the Cape gooseberry, is native to just about every state in the Union. It is the ultimate native plant. It is a member of the nightshade family, so it's related to tomatoes, potatoes, eggplants, and tomatillos. But it is not a tomatillo, or tomatillo if you prefer, and it did not originate near Cape Town, South Africa. The Cape in the name refers to the husk surrounding the fruit. It has a perfectly flat growth habit. It cannot and will not grow upward, and it cannot be staked. It usually reaches a diameter of 3 feet, but it can grow larger. It produces small, cherry-sized, yellowish-green, round fruit protected by a husk, like a tomatillo, that turns light brown when the fruit is ripe. A single plant will produce hundreds of fruit. Now, it tastes like a cross between vanilla, pineapple, and tomato. Some people aren't crazy about the taste, but some think that ground cherries are the cat's footy pajamas. You can order it by logging on to landrethseeds.com, LANDRETHSEEDS, or call 800-654-2407. Or you can find them on Facebook. D. Landreth Seed Company, purveyor of fine seeds since 1784.
At Innovative Insulation Solutions,